stayed longer than I should have. Not because I was weak, but because I loved for real. That's what this album sounds like. Love Illimitable. Out now.
I remember when Airbnb first came out, and I looked into it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you can like get rent homes, and when you travel different places, instead of staying in a hotel." Then I started realizing, okay, it's private owners. I said, I don't know about that. And then as I started covering the news over the years, and I started to see people have problems. A lot of black people was having problems. I've seen some Hispanics. I've seen some Asians, and I noticed that the ones who was causing the problems was the owners who were white American. Okay, they were causing, and we're talking about racism is what we're talking about. And when I kept reporting on those stories over the years, I made a conscious decision. I said, you know what? Yeah, I can't do Airbnb. Definitely not in America. I can't. No. Now I did Marriott home vacations or something like that in South Africa when we had actually got a villa 3 years ago when we did a family vacation in Camps Bay. If you know what Camps Bay is in Cape Town, nice area, right? Very, very nice area. Anyway, that's the only time I've ever done that. And there was no issue, no problem, because they had a company that actually was over that house. It wasn't even a private owner. But with America, now, they had this brother and sister that they had actually rented like a home. And I want you to see this crazy woman, ladies and gentlemen. This woman is crazy. And this is what we're talking about, and this is what black folks constantly talk about. Let's go ahead and check out this clip.
You like that? Oh, you're going to videotape me? Is it like that? Is it like that, black lady? Black lady? Oh, what's the matter?
Okay.
Come on,
you don't have to. No, she's pregnant.
No.
Babe, we're going to call the police.
No, she can sit her ass right there. You can sit your ass right there.
I'm going to get our shit.
Babe, we're calling the police. What are you talking about?
You can behave.
We're calling the
Yes, a grown woman was acting like that. And, when I first saw that clip, I laughed. I laughed not because of the situation. I laughed because of that woman. That woman was funny. Somebody that old, and she's old, okay, acting that way. All right. So if I put my home on Airbnb and I'm like, hey, anybody can rent it or whatever, why do I want to mess that up? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, these people are paying. They're not destroying my house or nothing like that. Why? You can't, when Airbnb, they have policies that, you can't be discriminatory toward anybody. And if you are, they'll kick you off the platform. Okay. Now, my cousin, she was doing Airbnb. She told me basically the game, how she was doing it. She just made sure that any person that could rent from her, especially her house, is they had to have 5 stars, basically, the potential renter. Because the person who owns the home gets to make a rating of other people. And she was saying that because, she had a bad incident happen with these, and it was our people, right? Rented her house, and they had a big house party, and the police came and all this. So she said, oh, hell no. She researched how to cut that out, and that stopped. But, aside from that, that's why right there in that video is why I never really wanted to fool with Airbnb. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if Airbnb can show me the owners are black or something like that, or maybe a different community. But see, you got to be careful in them other communities too, because some of them could have anti-black racism. You just got to be careful. But for me, I just rather stick to the IHG, Marriott, and Hilton, and all them other companies. I know what they got going on. If there's a problem, then I know how to address it corporately. I know I can get on this platform and talk about it. If I have an issue, because trust me, those corporations do not want negative press on any of their properties. They're going to correct it real quick. You understand what I'm saying? So if they'll fire an employee for being racist, and yeah, trust me, they're not going to play that. But that right there can turn into something. And like the brother said, okay, well, just let us get our stuff. Well, look, when you're traveling, going somewhere, that's the last thing you want to worry about is where you're laying your head at night. So now they're going to have to, get their money back from Airbnb, go find them a hotel. If they can find them a hotel that's affordable, because at certain times, let's say this an event or something like that, they'll jack up the prices on you. They almost do like dynamic pricing, literally, with a lot of these hotels. But that stupidity right there, and a woman acting like that, I know she ain't got no husband, because I can just tell, because ain't no man in his right mind gonna put up with that level of crazy. He's just not. But my advice to black people traveling, different places, just get you in a hotel. even if you are traveling out the country, a lot of times it's great to even stay in an American hotel chain. I'm telling you, because if there's any problem, you know, it's gonna be handled like American companies handle it versus if you stay in a foreign company hotel. And now some of the foreign are good, but you just got to make sure their customer service is the same as what you're used to. But Airbnb, I don't use it. Now some of you maybe have some great experiences with it, but yeah, that kind of stuff right there. Then you hear stories about them putting hidden cameras in the houses, and you got to check for that. And you know, you go into people's house, it's just weird. You know, and my thing is also about going to other people's house. Let's get spiritual for a minute. What kind of spirits is in that house? What's that's happening in that house? I'm real funny about being in people's house, because you walk in people's house and you trying to catch that, you know, catch the vibe of that house. And then what if you pay for this place and the vibe is just like, ooh, you know, because it's one thing to have a hotel room, but it's another thing to have somebody's home where they're staying at, where they can do anything in their rituals or whatever the case may be in that doggone house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I'm real funny about being in people's house. If I walk in somebody's house and I don't feel right, like, yeah, let me go ahead and get on out of here. And I will definitely leave, because I am not going to sit up here and be in your house and I feel something's off. So we as black people, I always say, just always look for the safer bet. I mean, do what you want. You know, do what you want, Airbnb, that's your business. But for me, yeah, it's just never been on my list. Not at all. That kind of crazy woman, I'm like, man, look, just let me get my stuff and go. You know, because you're talking about black lady, like, okay, right there should get you kicked off of Airbnb. Why you calling her a black lady? You know their names because you got it on Airbnb. You know, so clearly to me, you're anti-black racist when you know their names. The people that when you get something from Airbnb, because my cousin showed me, you know the people, you know, who signed up and all that mess. You know. That's why at times, you know, like I said, me, I guess as I definitely get older, I don't have the mental bandwidth to deal with their racism. I don't. I do not have it in me. Their racism, no. Life. I was talking to some other brothers and sisters today. Life is way too short to be dealing with them. I want peace and tranquility, and I don't want to be messed with. And if you're going to violate any of that, I'm going to remove myself. I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to remove myself. Because my time is precious and my time is valuable. And nobody's going to mess up my precious time, and nobody's going to mess up my valuable time. And that's why I'm at with it. So brothers and sisters, be careful if you do Airbnb. Like I said, for black people, I don't recommend it. That's just my opinion. But if you do it, be careful, because you may get a crazy banshee like this woman in this video.